First thing, windshield wipers.
So she's got 15 on there for this one. She's tight.
This battery might be dead a bit. Might have to kind of hand crank it yourself. You want to keep all these things on the side.
Put them in the magnet tray so that you don't lose them. Yeah, sorry. It's okay.
And I just need.
Oh. Well, I thought I had it in my pocket. Hold on.
Okay. So and then the next step is popping them off.
So always hit them right on the where the joint is, and that's allowing it to loosen up on this bolt. Sometimes you have to use a rubber mallet, wiggle the shit out of it, get it off. This one's being real fun. Sometimes if you put the hood down and just lift this up, it sometimes relaxes it out as well, but this one's just not being very nice.
Yeah, I think it'll come off.
There we go.
That's one hit, not multiple.
One hit, not multiple, she said. Make sure you either keep the right side on the right when you set them down and the left side on the left, so you don't get them confused, because sometimes they are a different shape, so they won't go on the window properly, and they'll end up like hitting the roof, or one of them will scratch the side pillar because it is reaching too far. Sometimes I'll keep the right side on the right side of the vehicle and the left one on the other side of the vehicle somewhere, but it's nice to have them both together so that you don't forget to put both of them on. Yes, it does happen, but make sure you put the one up from the right on the right side and the left on the left side.
Ones look like you could just pop them off, but they have a top cap that comes up first.
There is a little tiny slot, right? She just got it in there, so then she can just slide that in. She just hit it from the back of her, just like that, and pops that up, and then the other piece comes out as well. So we'll just get her to do one to show what it looks like.
You want to keep them together.
Keep them together.
Don't pull it all the way out.
Don't pull it out. And then also when you're putting it back in, you want to keep it out. Don't push them back together, because otherwise you have to separate them again. So here she's doing one more, and then see how she did that. And then there's just a few more all the way along, and that's what's going to get this cowling out. When you are taking these pieces out, if this windshield has been changed already once, if you are missing a clip somewhere, just make note of that, put it on the sheet, so that you did your due diligence, and that it wasn't that you that lost it, it was the previous person that took this windshield out. And then it's just good for us to tell the customer too that they're missing a clip and that it wasn't from us, so that they can get one somewhere, or we can get one for them as well. But obviously we would have to charge them for that, because it's not us that lost it. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, so now that all of those are out, we can remove this cowling. Sometimes there'll be a rubber piece along here that actually holds it together, or holds it onto the truck. It doesn't look like this one has that. We're just kind of taking a look at it, seeing if it's in a couple different pieces and what we have to do. Looks like we might have to pop this piece off first on the side to get this cowling out, because this goes underneath this side piece. So we're gonna pop this piece off, and then we should be golden to get the rest out. So she's over there popping it off slowly so you don't break it, especially if it's winter. Be careful, because pieces will be cold and plastic breaks in the cold. So she's just slowly moving it from the top right into the cowling. So there must be a little clip under there that she's trying to get at. There we go. There it is. Came off. So she's just popping the cowling out now. So there's probably clips along the bottom edge of that windshield. So she's just gonna get in there with the door popper tool and pry that up. And get it out. So sometimes you're gonna have to check from a couple different directions depending on how it hooks together. There's also a water line for your windshield blades. So just unplug that and make sure you plug that back in. Otherwise, when they hit their button inside, it's gonna just spray inside their vehicle or inside their motor compartment.
So there's clips that hook underneath the windshield. So you can't pull this straight up, you have to pull it down. Kind of on the curve.
There we go. Sometimes these cowls are split in half or 3/4. So you just have to take one piece out and then take the other piece out after. So she's just going back and forth. It is nicer to have a second person if you have, just to help you lift it out. And then be careful not to set this inside the hood bay, because if you close the hood on it, you'll break that cowling. So she's just setting it off to the side to get it out of our way. And she's taking her tools out because, again, if you close this hood and it's somewhere, it can either damage inside the engine bay or it can damage our tools. So just make sure you take that out. So now we are ready to cut it out.